Welcome, space noises with the laser swords. Welcome to Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. Don't panic if you're thinking, oh god, I hate Star Wars. Don't worry. Star Wars is not going to be the main focus of this. It is going to be a background tool for which we can project good times. What a fucking awful way to describe that. So I thought I'd get the channel back to its roots a little bit. Bear in mind, this was originally just me playing whatever game I felt like. Generally something nostalgic, be that Morrowind or Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, nostalgic for other people. But I thought I would just go for a fun, mindless game that I can slap my own coat of paint on, both metaphorically and literally in this situation, for reasons you'll see in a moment. But mostly, it's just going to be me talking over the top of a game that I haven't played in quite a long time, a game from my youth. So, a couple of things to explain before we kick things off. This game came out in 2002. It mechanically, I think, is the best Star Wars lightsaber combat game ever made, and probably will be ever made, unfortunately. I haven't played the new Star Wars game, which we could always take a look at some point if people are interested. The, whatever the one people like, oh, it's Star Wars, but Dark Souls, that one. But even though I don't think it was, but I'll take a look at that at some stage if I remember. But it's a very old game based on the Quake engine. As a result, it's very fast action shooting, but I've done some tweaks. I've done my own kind of stuff with it, as you'll see a little bit more when we get into game. But for the most part, it is just going to be me talking over the top of it, so don't panic. This game originally came out in 2002. So let's dive in here, and I'll show you what I've cobbled together, which is probably the right word. Now, because of my own configuration, my own changes that I've made to the game, we're going to play on Jedi mode, which is the second easiest difficulty. The standard difficulty, maybe we should say. This is going to be tough as nails, and you'll see why. Stormtroopers, going to be laughably easy, but everything else is going to be fucking tough, and you'll get the hang of it as we dive in here. I will recap the story. It does do the generic Star Wars thing here. We're not here to talk about Star Wars, but I'll recap the story for those interested who don't want to be completely lost. This is a sequel to a sequel. The original game, Star Wars Dark Forces, came out in like 1990. It was a DOS game based on the original Doom engine. You play as a guy called Kyle. You have to get the Death Star plans. That's it. It's a very fast-paced shooter. You shoot some Stormtroopers, shoot some Dark Troopers. You steal the Death Star plans from Darth Vader. That's the first game. Second game is Jedi Knight Dark Forces, which is where shit starts getting very confusing. So Kyle gets like force powers, realizes he is force sensitive. His dad is killed by some Dark Jedi looking for a secret area because his dad knows about that shit, even though he wasn't a Jedi. He was also like force sensitive or whatever. Kyle goes and tracks down that Dark Jedi who was called Jarek, kills him at the Valley of the Jedi, which is his big sacred area. He defeats him, but at the cost of his own force powers. Kyle stops being able to use the force at that point after doing a little bit of training with Luke Skywalker or whatever, loses his force powers and becomes regular old guy working for the Alliance again. He was originally a stormtrooper, that's worth pointing out, and he defected, much like Finn in the new movies, but we won't talk about those at all. Not because I'm choosing not to, but because they're shit. And then this game, Jedi Knight 2, even though it's the third game, Jedi Outcast. He's an outcast Jedi because he's lost his powers. He doesn't want to be a Jedi. That's the important thing. Not only did he lose his powers, but it got his dad killed, and he's just kind of sick of it, really. And him and his girlfriend, Jan, are mercenaries working for the Rebel Alliance. And basically, this whole cutscene that I'm going to skip over because it looks like shit is them
I saw someone
being sent on a secret mission to see if there is the Empire here. And spoilers, there's the Empire here. That's all you need to know. So quick recap about the story of what's happened so far. We play as Kyle, ex-Jedi turned mercenary again. But, like I said, this game is a very fast-paced Quake-style, Doom-style shooter. And I thought that would be horrible for you guys to watch. Spoilers. About halfway through this game, Kyle, well, not about halfway. To be honest, about a quarter of the way into the game, maybe even less than that. Kyle realizes he's turned his back on his Jedi ways and gets back his lightsaber. But up to that point, it is just kind of a generic shooter, and I think this let the game down massively because it's a really, really great game when you get your lightsaber. Up to that point, it's just a generic Doom-style, Quake-style shooter. So, I've done some magic. First thing I've done is made the game look a little less 2002 and made it look a little more 2005, maybe. Certainly not 2021. So, I made my own reshade package, which when I press this button, you kind of see the difference. I think it makes it look a lot nicer with my effects thrown on there. You can see, look at that over there. Watch this, ready? Fucking ray tracing. That's right. I've thrown in ray tracing. I I'll be honest, it still looks like shit, but it looks a little less like shit, which is all that matters. The other thing I've done is thrown together a custom config file. Sam.config, if you're curious. That will allow us to press this button right here and start with the lightsaber. We're here to have mindless fun. We're not here to care about balance or gameplay. But because of how the config works, I'm just going to run it again. Yeah, there we go, just to make sure it's all working now. This is going to make lightsaber combat, because of the config that I've made for the game, very realistic, in that when lightsabers touch things, it will burn it. If it goes through a stormtrooper's arm, it doesn't do this in the actual release of the game. If it goes through a stormtrooper, it will cut that man clean in half where it touched him. Whereas in the base game, that only happens very, very rarely. Kind of like Fallout, you know, with the bloody mess perk or something like that. And that's all you need to know. Fresh coat of paint, Kyle Katarn, you know the story so far, and you know why shit is all exploding in a weird way. So, how is everybody? I was serious this time about ending Noita. I enjoyed Noita, but I think it's a game that I would much prefer to play in my own free time, to be completely honest with you. Oh my god, look, it ray traces the the secret area text under the ceiling. A little bit of an oversight, I won't lie. Anyway, I enjoy Noita. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't make for good gameplay while I'm also trying to talk over the top, in my opinion. Jan, you look horrifying because of this lighting. So I think that's just a game I want to play. We will go back to Noita at some point, don't worry. That's definitely going to happen.
Get him.
Get him, she says. Yeah, I got him all right. And all that's left behind is a charred pair of legs. This is some good shit. Now, in terms of balance, the reason why I went with Jedi rather than Jedi Knight or Jedi Master, if I was playing the base game, I'd probably go Jedi Master because it's actually not that difficult. The lightsaber combat is probably the hardest part, but other than that, the actual Stormtroopers are pretty comical even on the hardest difficulty. The reason I've gone with the highest difficulty, medium difficulty this time around is because shit is still very difficult. And because we're starting with a lightsaber, it makes things... Oh, sorry, I should say shit is difficult because we're starting with a lightsaber. Oh, bollocks. I just chopped our girlfriend in half. Whatever the... It's full physics, right? Whatever the blade touches will be affected as if a lightsaber blade has touched it. So I swung the camera in there to try and save her, cut her in half accidentally just from idling, which is, actually incredible. I'll make sure I quick save this time so we don't have to sit through the garbage again. Right, sorry, that's my bad.
I think I saw someone.
Right, let's go ahead and load our shit, get our lightsaber back, and then we'll quick save. For some reason, quick save is spelled Q-U-I-K. I don't know why. You tell me. This is what it's like if you were playing the game normally. You just basically get a blaster and that's it. Which is a bit weak sauce, to be honest with you. God damn, how far away do you have to be from those fucking trip mines? Good lord. Okay, this time, I am the epitome of caution. Premium Jedi, Kyle Katarn. And basically what I was going to say is, you're supposed to have force powers to use a lightsaber. That's just lore-based, right? But also in this game, it has an impact. You get different levels of lightsaber. As you progress through the campaign, your character gets better and better at using his lightsaber. You unlock lightsaber forms and techniques and the ability to throw your lightsaber. We have no force powers. You see on the kind of bottom left-hand side, there's that kind of empty bar that's the same color as the rest of the interface. That's where your force points would be and allow you to do force powers like pushing people around, throwing lightning bolts eventually, shit like that. Because he hasn't got his force powers back yet, it also makes our lightsaber really shit. Like, we can't automatically deflect gunfire and shit like that, which is something you are supposed to do when you first get your lightsaber. So using our lightsaber is big risk, big reward right now. God, fuck. You can tell this is like a proper Quake-style game, eh? Fucking die. Right, there we go.
Blasters aren't going to
so, though it does a shitload of damage, we're also going to take a shitload of damage because we're getting right up close in melee, right? But anyway, that's kind of all you need to know about the game so far. And I'm telling you, the lightsaber mechanics in this is so fucking good. When you get your force powers, too, it is insane. You can do, like, flips up the walls. You can... Oh, I love that you see the Stormtrooper over there. You see that? In the base. That's quite a nice attention to detail. You can do, like, flips up walls and shit, and you can do wall running, and you get into these crazy lightsaber fights. So this is based in the original Star Wars canon, obviously. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to talk too much about Star Wars, but I might as well describe it in the first episode, then we don't have to worry about it again. Oh. Am I the bad guy? This is based in the original Star Wars storyline where the Empire was defeated and they were split into the Imperial Remnant, which are all these different factions of warlords. If you watch The Mandalorian, it's the same universe as this until it obviously diverges until when the sequel movies come out, episode 7 onwards. But you get the Imperial warlords. So Moff Gideon in The Mandalorian is one of those warlords. The Dark Troopers from The Mandalorian. That's actually a good thing to compare it to. The Dark Troopers from The Mandalorian are from Star Wars Dark Forces, which is the prequel games to this game. Kyle actually fights Dark Troopers in Dark Forces 1 and Dark Forces 2. They are from this originally, which I always thought was really, really cool. The Mandalorian made a lot of this game series canon, and I'm really glad they did, because, I mean, I thought this version of Star Wars was so much cooler. So it's all a bunch of Imperial forces fighting. Luke has his academy that he's running and training Jedi on Yavin, but there aren't many Jedi. There's actually a sequel to this, Jedi Academy, which is much better for multiplayer and expands on the lightsaber mechanics even further. But the actual story of this was way better. The sequel to this game is in, like, missions. You, like, pick what mission you want to go on. And it's a bit more freeform. The story was weaker, definitely. This felt like proper Star Wars expanded universe. Right, we've got to be so careful. Because this shit, we're going to take so much damage. And this area is actually kind of tough anyway. Okay, just be careful, Kyle. The red bar is health, green bar is shield. Huh. Okay, hello? Can I come in? And because it's kind of a classic Quake-style game, you get a lot of puzzle mechanics too. It doesn't hold your hand at all. The objectives right now, there is a way to open the objectives menu, but I don't know how to do it. Yeah, fuck knows how. Anyway, might be enter. Oh, enter is binoculars, which is really helpful. So I'm going to put the lightsaber away, because barrels like this explode, and if we, again, touch it with the tip of our lightsaber, nice, it will kill us horribly dead. I love the slight reflections there. You seeing that? That's actually really nice. I think we can go down here, right? Maybe it's this one. Oh, I was trying to, like, throw our lightsaber, and we haven't got that yet. Eventually, you can throw your lightsaber. Not very good at the start, but as you progress and get into the final levels, it's, like, very, very powerful. Oh, I remember this. It's all coming back to me. I first played this on GameCube of all systems. Right. As far as I recall, there's a big spooky thing here that we have to blast. And that, for some reason, opens up part of the level. Lots of kind of puzzle mechanics like this. Avoiding obstacles. There are a lot of jumping puzzles, tragically. Trying to do first-person jumping puzzles in a Quake-style game is obviously a bit dog shit. Oh, this is where we came down. Yeah, you can avoid going through there if you drop back down here through the lift. The level design in these games is always really good, though. This is going to be a nice nostalgia trip for me, so I hope you enjoy it, even if you're not actually particularly into Star Wars. Just the gameplay mechanics are so fucking good that makes no difference, you know. It really does hold up, even without all the shit that I've done to make it different. I'll write a full list of what I've done in the description. I think this is a but the shader stuff, you're on your own. That's like, got it. Some files are not redistributable. Some files are just kind of shit that I've messed around with and changed every setting to my personal liking on my monitor, more importantly. So you'll have to adjust that depending on how you like things. Ooh, shit, don't let them get behind. If they get behind you, it's game over, Kyle. Getting shot in the back with a big old blaster isn't very preferable. I hope this isn't too vomit-inducing. I know it's quite fast-paced, but... I mean, shit, it's Quake-style, huh? Quake 3 Arena. That's the game I grew up playing the most of. Did you shoot his friend? Did you see that? What a dick. Ah! Where the fuck did you even come from? Hello? Sorry, I was just watching your friend clutching at his hand that I'd chopped off. It's great fun. And again, I think the game really was let down by the fact that you don't get the lightsaber mechanics, the force powers and everything until a quarter of the way through the game. At that point, it's kind of like... I think if you don't like the Quake mechanics, you would have never made it that far if you were like, oh, shit. Because the box art was like, Kyle with a lightsaber. Kyle with force powers, having big showdowns with Dark Jedi and shit. And if you didn't like Quake games and you bought this, you'd probably be like super disappointed, right?
Hey, hello, you there.
And these levels too are pretty big. We'll try and do a level per video. This really won't take us that long to play either, this game. I'd say maybe like a week or so. So we got a kind of puzzle mechanic here. You hear that? Oh, shit. That we've got to be very careful of. That is what, like, one situation where we'll have to use our gun for sure. Just trying to see how much I remember of this. Okay, I think I remember what we've got to do. Jan's going to stay in the control lab. Sorry, I don't think I'll let her finish a sentence before I blitzed off. She's going to stay in the control lab and see what she can figure out. So we're just trying to work out why they're at this base. What the Imperials are doing here. You're not told anything else, basically. Can we get through this? No. Certain doors, force fields, you can cut through with the lightsaber, but obviously because you're not supposed to have it at this stage of the game, I don't think you don't think there's going to be any of that. Oh. Light amplification goggles. I'm going to have to remember how to use the inventory. There is a full-on inventory system. I think it's brackets. Yeah, there you go. So we've got a supply key we can use to open a supply chest, which might be a shield generator, whatever. Light amplification goggles, 2 back to canisters, that's your health, and then electro binoculars, which let you go whoop, which is pretty pointless when you're in melee mode, I will admit, but right, so this way is back through, that's back to the first area where we blew up the thing and dropped down. Right, got it. And that is opposite the area we went down, so we went this way to start off with. And then all the way down there is that kind of cross-section that we've got to figure out the puzzle for. Got it. It is coming back to me. It's been years since I probably played this, though. I do remember this bit. Weird, it's like they gave us those amplification goggles for a reason. God, the FOV. Brave move, making an FOV of 3.
The schematics show that the base is divided into 3 sections.
Ah, there you go. A little bit of a hint. Oh, hello, little gonk droid. They really did an insane job with the kind of Star Wars feel of these games, especially. I think they really did. Fuck off. I think they really did capture it so well.
Disturbance was reported.
Even KOTOR. I mean, KOTOR was its kind of own beast, you know, because it was like all original.
On the lower level. That's the 3rd time this month. Won't be the last time either.
And there's a lot of kind of immersive storytelling. As you listen to the stormtroopers, they will tell you kind of bits about the mechanics. But Jan just said the base is divided up into 3 parts. We need to basically get a key for all 3 parts of the base. There is a way to open the journal. I'll probably have to remember how to do that. This guy, if he turns around, he will see us and start firing. Hello. It's me, Kyle Katarn, with a big old lightsaber that I'm not supposed to have. Don't tell anyone. You need authorization to be here. Yeah, I got the authorization I need. Sorry, it's very late. What does that do then? That enables... I think that unlocks various different doors to the different sections. And this is a big hint. It looks like an Imperial code. Now, because I don't remember how to open the inventory... M. There we are. Nice. So that will tell us what to do. Investigate the abandoned outpost. Engage the remnant force in the area. Input the blue clearance code at the main array. Box in... it's a kind of triangle in each corner. And then a fancy-looking trapezium with a point. Good shit. What are these intractable? Oh, there you go. I really did love games of this era where they like give you all this random shitty lore and stuff like that. Like a full description of a gun that they made up only for this game. Like that one there. Briar Blaster Pistol. Like, this didn't exist before this particular game. Well, I mean, except for Dark Forces, but... Right, so this is where we were earlier. Got it. So it's a triangle in each corner, and then something else. We'll remember. Was there a health pack on there? Because we're already getting our ass handed to us. I was tempted to go for Knights of the Old Republic again. We started playing Knights of the Old Republic on this channel. It was one of the first games I ever played on this channel. I think it was the first game I actually ever played on this channel.
It's offline. It's offline. It's offline.
Get the feeling. It's offline.
It's offline.
It's offline. Right, okay. Oh, shit. Eventually, stuff like that won't be a problem, because we'll have the ability to deflect it with our lightsaber. There we go. I think pressing those buttons in that first area opened the doors into these sections. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Hello? Oh, fuck. Right, let's keep them all behind us. Oh, sorry, keep them all in front of us. We don't have anybody behind us at all. Thank you, Kyle. Slice. Dice. Kyle is a good Jedi. Oh, fuck. Well, you're not that good. 47 health. Ah, shit. Maybe we'll... Quick save. Hello? Ah, there you go. So this thing is a shield generator. Means we can take a few more shots, not straight to the, not straight to Carl's very fetching jacket. Why is he wearing one shoulder pad? There we go. Oh, I bet this turns this section online. So then we can input the green code whenever we find it. Hey, nice, okay. Got it. Okay, Carl, we might want to take a health pack. Oh, please, my shield. We might want to take a health pack. Doorways are also going to be our best friend. Yeah, I was tempted to go and play KOTOR, but I didn't want to go for another real long-form RPG so soon after doing Skyrim. And I was actually talking with someone on Patreon about, beep.
Jan, I'm gonna need your help. There's an access terminal here, but it's encoded.
Jan.
I'm on my way.
Come on, Jan, hurry the fuck up. Oh. Hello. You know, I get the strange feeling. We should probably go and see if we can help Jan. Kyle, I'm pinned down. Get back here and give me a hand, is what she said. But you couldn't really hear her, unfortunately. Hold on, Jan. I'm on my way. Won't take me a second. The lightsaber fight, so, like seriously, where this thing shines. It goes from, like... I already liked Quake games. Like I said, I kind of grew up on Quake 3, but... The lightsaber mechanics. Shut up, Jan. Fucking hell. You're doing fine. What do you think? I can't hold out much longer. You stood in the middle of the fucking room.
Now, to break that code, lead the way.
Lead the way. But, yeah, I didn't want to go straight back to a long-form RPG straight away. I was talking with someone in Discord, like I was saying, about playing Fallout. And I actually started to put together a Fallout mod pack. The problem with Fallout 3, specifically, that's one I wanted to play. The problem with Fallout 3 specifically, I'm going to put my lightsaber away while she's around, because I don't want to accidentally slice it to ribbons again, is that there's so much about the game that needs fixing. Fallout New Vegas had a lot of fixes, still obviously wasn't even remotely perfect.
Interesting.
But, Fallout 3 is, like, even worse. That was originally a game for Windows game.
Cake.
Hey, nice. There we go.
That should get you where you need to go.
Thank you, Jan.
I'm going to keep at this and see what I can find out.
All right. I'm going to take a health pack, I think, Jan, if that's okay. They restore about 30 each. Was that like 28? What a fucking weird amount of health to restore. Was it here, Sherlock? Oh, there's the code. The green code. Well, I hope that wasn't important, because I've smashed it all up now.
Is someone there?
Hello. You can do a rolling attack when you get some force powers. I will admit, I was kind of expecting to do it then. Very confused why I didn't. This is just a locked door back to, yeah, back to where we were. Nice. Health packs? Hey, there we go. Those ones are instant use health packs. The back to canisters are a little bit rarer, because those you can just kind of hoard for a boss fight or whatever. Of which there are actually a couple in this game.
I found another code.
Okay, green code is 2 people playing an abstract version of Pong if it was designed by Salvador Dali. Okay. Let's remember that. I think we go and input that now. I'll go do that right away, just in case there's... That's back to the, yeah, back to the pillar room. Level design in these games are always so good. And then I wasn't sure, like, do I want to do Fallout 3? Do I want to do Fallout New Vegas? Oh, we're still offline. Damn. If I want to do Fallout 3, do I want to do Fallout New Vegas? There's also the Tale of Two Wastelands mod that allows you to play Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 in the same save. Which is fine, but then it's like, is it balanced? It's going to be a lot of effort to set the fucking thing up. I don't know quite how it works as well. It's just an empty room, huh? Another health pack there if we need it. What do you do? Anything? Nothing. Just a Star Warsy engine block. Does that turn that turret off? Are we good now? Oh, another back to canister. Damn. Very generous. I don't know if maybe in the higher difficulties they reduce the amount of back to canisters you get or something like that, but... Oh, I think this leads us back up to the start of the level, you know. I think I remember this. Left all the way from the start. And then I think if we press it again... Bing bong. Or not. Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is the... Oh, fucking hell. We good? Okay, there we go. I'm fairly certain this is all the way back to the start. And you can actually come down here at the start of the game, but you can only get into that that room. Yeah, here we are. Oh, we've already used up the shield generator. My bad. Right, send me back down. No. I don't even understand. I need to go back down. Hold on. Give it a minute. Game just has to try and figure out what we want. And down. There we are. I was getting ready to roll off then, just in case it didn't let us down. But I didn't want to do Fallout immediately, because again, it's another long-form RPG, so I thought this is a nice circuit breaker. Maybe we'll do Fallout after that. Maybe I'll go back to the Mass Effect idea I talked about. You good, Jan?
I'll join you later, Kyle.
Alright. I just, like, taps her on the back. Jan! Jan! I guess we've got to go to the, final area, then. Blue zone, right? Gonna have a look. I remember when I first played this as a kid. This being, like, super confusing. Because this is, like, still a massive level. Like, especially the later part of the level. It's very kind of looping back on itself. And you have to kind of run back through the level after something happens. Won't spoil it, of course. Oh. It is not too late for my mercy. Kyle. You good? Okay. And we've done a lot of RPG so far. I think I might go for more of a... less of a kind of Bethesda long-form traditional RPG, more of an action RPG. You know, like Vampire Masquerade The Bloodline. Vampire the Masquerade The Bloodline, did I just call it? Sorry, I haven't slept yet. But that game... I think that game's very unique. I do want to go back and replay it. I genuinely really did enjoy Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline. Weirdly nostalgic for it, even though I never played it when it first came out. I remember watching people play it and people talking about it when it first came out. But I personally never did play it. Ah, yeah, here we are. So we press this button to turn on that middle thing, and I think we have to run around the edge. There's another, yeah, there's another console there. They're like obfuscating things. I guess it's just because it reminds me of the early 2000s more than anything else. It's like watching The Matrix again. It's like, shit. So nostalgic for early internet days with the... Whoa, Christ, hello. The cavalry's here. Well, at least they were. They're at the glue factory now. Both his hands. What a cruel fate. You know, the early days of the internet, it was like a thing that I don't think we will... I think we're very lucky to have been born when we were to experience it when we did, because we're never going to get anything like that again. Humanity taking its, like, first steps into proper global communication that people can just do at home whenever they feel like it. That was a very... I think that was a massively impactful moment. It's probably going to be the defining moment of the human race. Not to get too philosophical. And I'm very glad I was able to see the early days of that, where it was like the Wild West.
Anyone out there?
Not to oversell it, but it really was just like a fucking lawless wasteland. And I think we really are losing that pretty goddamn fast now. What does this do? Oh, realigns the dish so we can get like different snippets of lore from what I remember.
We'll send a message immediately.
Oh, shit. Press it again.
Convey my dissatisfaction with Commander Stephen on his performance. Inform him that he's been removed from command and will be reassigned.
That guy sounds scary, huh? Wow. So it's just kind of snippets of lore, but I'll go through it anyway, because why the hell not? Oh, shit. That sounds like a robot. We got one more?
Please proceed with your transmission, Admiral Fayard.
There you go. So the question is, was that person we heard then Admiral Fayard?
Who goes there?
Who knows? Maybe he's the big villain. I mean, I know.
Watch your fire. Those are fuel valves.
Watch your fire, those are fuel valves. Okay, thank you, subtitles. Probably wouldn't have heard that otherwise. Maybe be a bit more careful with what our lightsaber slices through. Don't just, like, scrape it into the walls or whatever. Hang on, hang on. Carl is an artist. Hang on. Hold on. Hold on. Close enough. I was trying to draw a cock in the wall, that is correct.
Some ID.
Hello! Oh, it's like being at the zoo. Oh. The decals kind of stick around for a while. Didn't really like watching my cock disappear then, but that's okay. See, I shall arrest him. Yeah, go on, arrest me. So, how many keys have we got? 3. Wow, you got butt wild. Hey, another Bacta canister. Nice. And another back to canister. We can't even pick that one up. Wow. Waste of a supply key. Oh, shit. We have to go through there, huh? The other doors are locked. Okay, you know what? I'm going to quick save because it seems like a dangerous place. But you know what? There's early forums and shit where it's just a bunch of people chatting about stuff that they liked. It was so much more innocuous. It was less divided and so incredibly partisan it is now. It was just a nice time. Just a bunch of dudes hanging out. It was only dudes. I suppose that is, of course, a bonus to the internet. It's a little more inclusive now. I've just got like a whole bunch of people hanging out rather than just... maybe that's just what I remember about the internet, you know. And I was, of course, only still pretty young, but... like Star Trek forums and shit. You are never going to be able to recreate the magic of Captain Picard's... The Captain Picard song. Darmok Angelard at Tanagra. Keyboard cat. Even though it's a bit shite. It was still a pretty important moment, eh? Just wish we could get something like that back without going on the fucking deep web and being put on a list or accidentally buying drugs. Maybe purposely buying drugs. We can go up here, right? In fact, as I recall, you have to go up here. Whee! Right, here we are. You remember that dish? We're up on the roof now. Oh, I don't think I can get that one. That's not fair. Hey, come over here. Right, you know what? He seems fairly innocent. Oh, God, now he's not. Okay. Ugh. Good kill, Kyle. Oh, God. Why would they put fuel lines right next to, like an important... Oh, I can't get that. I left a shield generator up there. Never mind. Ugh. Why would they put fuel lines right next to... Oh, Jesus. Important walkways. Terrible health and safety, the Imperials. No fucking safety rails anywhere. For bureaucrats, they're kind of surprisingly unbureaucratic. Then again, I imagine the budget is fairly tight when you're building planet-destroying space stations. That's probably quite expensive. I wouldn't really know. I barely have the budget for a half-decent working microphone setup, so... what do I know? I feel like we're not supposed to be here yet. Oh, the commander. Has he got a key? Nothing.
Found the last code.
I found the last code. There it is. Okay. So we got Ping Pong by Salvador Dali, and then 2 red triangles, 2 balls, and a hat. Whoops. Whoops. silly Kyle. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Don't lose your head, though. It's just a job. What do you think stormtroopers are paid? The answer to that is not enough. We might as well take that back to canister now. Pick that up. I feel like the internet now is just like, it's lost its magic. It's so, and I'm well aware of the irony in me saying this, it's so much of a platform for business. I think a lot of just the raw passion for it is dead. That's why I appreciate the modding community so much, you know. There's guys out there doing it because, I mean, shit, it's just fun to do, eh? Right, so let me see if I can remember this code. It was a triangle on each corner. Yeah, that's it. Wait, we'll go back. Triangle. Triangle. No. Triangle. Was I looking at that one? I don't fucking think so. And then that one was... hang on. Ah, look. Hang on. Double up those triangles, and then... There's a puzzle. Ah, there it is. Hang on. That one goes there. There we are. I think that was that, right? Was it M? Hey! And then green is 2 triangles at the bottom and then balls across the top. 2 triangles at the bottom. Let's go through all the options. And then balls across. I think like that one was probably correct. And then you. Boom. I think that's it. Is it the other way around? No, that's correct. And then fuck. My bad, I misclicked. And then red was 2 triangles at the top, trapezium at the bottom, balls in the middle. 2 triangles at the top, trapezium at the bottom. Oh, there it is. It's just cut off on the actual display itself. 2 triangles at the top. And then balls? Is that it? Ah. Hey, there you go.
Jen, prep the ship for takeoff. I just want to check out one last area.
One last area. Go on, Jan. Prep the ship for takeoff. The ship is called the... So his original ship, I think, was called the Moldy Crow, and now it's called the Raven's Claw, which is the name of the studio who made this game, actually. Oh, God, that's bright. Looks like using Discord light mode. And that is it. 2 secret areas found. Shots fired 48. Terrible accuracy. Lightsaber use. Blocks. Disagree with that. 119 body attacks. Wowee. So this is technically a new... Well, it's the same area, but it is a new zone. I think we'll wrap it there up for today. And if you want me to go longer next time, I might do hour-long episodes next time. Or try and do 2 levels per episode. So, I'm going to quick save. Let me know if you want it to be longer or shorter or whatever. If you've got any shit to talk about, feel free to throw it at me. Otherwise, I'll just wax lyrical about whatever crosses my mind. Preferably next time, when I've had some sleep. It's currently 8 AM and I've been awake since 5 PM yesterday. Because my neighbors were screaming. See you all tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it nonetheless.